Welcome back. In other election highlights, the NDP has won its first seat ever in Quebec in a general election by taking the Outremont riding last night. The NDP won the seat last year in a by-election. And, like father, like son, Justin Trudeau will follow in his father's footsteps to Ottawa. Trudeau is the eldest son of former Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau. He captured the riding of Papineau from the Bloc Québécois. Here in Ontario, the NDP gained seats across the province but lost one key riding in the GTA. Incumbent Peggy Nash was defeated by Liberal candidate Gerard Kennedy by about 3,000 votes in the Parkdale High Park riding.
Canada's high school and elementary students took their part in their own mock election last week. Over 400,000 students cast their ballots in almost every riding across the country. The results? Another Conservative minority. But the NDP took second place in this election, followed by the Liberals and the Green coming in a close fourth. This is the third time the results have paralleled the general election since student voting began in 2003.
The economy became the #1 focus during the election. With another Harper minority government, how will students' futures in the workforce be affected? Saba Khalili has more.
Although students do not always pay attention to the economy, they are focused on future jobs. Economist and former Conservative MP James Gillies says the economy will soon see growth under the Conservatives.
My view is that the young people need not worry particularly. If the economy is growing and continues to grow, there'll be jobs for young people. And I think they'll be better than flipping hamburgers at McDonald's. I hope so anyway.
But not all Canadians agree. The Council of Canadians is a non-profit group of social activists.
If Canadians are interested in working in a tar pit or maybe heading over to Afghanistan, right, to kill and get killed, then it's great. It's going to mean jobs. But the Conservatives were the only party without a clear job and I think economic strategy as well. We saw that.
Other economists say regardless of who's in power, all parties will work towards improving the current financial turmoil. We asked Humber students what they thought.
I think we have a strong economy in Canada. Jobs are looking up. I think we're going to do fine.
At this present moment, because I still have a few more years left in my degree, I'm sure that jobs like part-time positions, they're not falling at the side. But later on, I'm sure there'll be some recovery in the market.
For now, we'll just have to wait and see what the future brings for Canadians. Saba Khalili, Humber News.
Thanks, Saba. And now for a look at the weather forecast, here's Aaron Lewis.
Well, it seems the Indian summer has come to an end as we return to seasonal temperatures today. Today we'll see some cloudy periods with a high of 17, but the rain will come in tonight and will continue through the overnight with a low of 11 degrees. Tomorrow, the skies will clear and we'll see partly cloudy conditions with a high of 14 and a low of 11. Friday will be sunny but cool, with temperatures reaching only 11 degrees and dipping to a chilly low of 3. And for the weekend, we'll see a high of 11 for Saturday and a high of 13 for Sunday. That's it for Humber weather. Back to you in the newsroom.
Thanks, Aaron. After the break, we'll have your entertainment and sports highlights, as well as a look at election promises.
Welcome back. And now for a quick look at sports, here's Ryan Lavender with your update.
Thanks, Greg. The Toronto Raptors continued their preseason play with an 86-78 win over EuroLeague champions CSKA Moscow. Moscow held the lead for most of the game, but the Raptors, led by Chris Bosh's 24 points, improved their all-time record against EuroLeague teams to 6-2. The Philadelphia Phillies can earn their first trip to the World Series since 1993 with a win over the Dodgers tonight. The Phillies have a 3-1 series lead after a home run by Canadian Matt Stairs led them to victory on Monday. Meanwhile, in the ALCS, the Tampa Bay Rays looked to take a step closer to the World Series last night with a 13-4 victory over the Boston Red Sox. Evan Longoria's rookie record 5th home run of the playoffs helped put the Rays one win away from the Fall Classic. And in Humber sports, the women's basketball team will host Seneca College tonight in exhibition play. Tip-off is scheduled for 6 o'clock. That's your sports for today. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Ryan. Now here's Lauren Such with your entertainment update.
Thanks, Whitney. Country music heartthrob Tim McGraw says he's saddened and disappointed after his record label produced a greatest hits album without his involvement and against his wishes. The vice president of Curb Records says the label had discussed the album with McGraw's representatives. But McGraw says although he loves the songs on the album, the release is an embarrassment to him as an artist. And British newspapers are reporting that Madonna and Guy Ritchie are heading for Splitsville after almost 8 years of marriage. The 50-year-old singer is expected to make an official announcement in the near future. One paper reported that Madonna was waiting until her world tour wraps up to formally announce the split and finalize the divorce. And the Hills are alive with The Sound of Music in Toronto this season. Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Sound of Music hits the Princess of Wales Theatre tonight. Newcomer to theatre Alicia Mackenzie won the role this summer in a reality TV show on CBC. The current production in London won Best Musical Revival in 2007. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Lauren. Before we go, last night Stephen Harper said he would keep the promises he made during the campaign. Here's a reminder of some of the platforms he outlined. Harper and the Conservatives have promised to end Canada's mission in Afghanistan by 2011. The reduction of greenhouse gas emissions by 20% by 2020 is another Conservative promise. Harper says he will stop protecting the identities of young offenders. The Conservatives have also promised to prevent cell phone companies from charging for unsolicited text messages.
That's all for Humber News today. Thank you for joining us. At the Digital Broadcast Center, I'm Whitney Stinson.
And I'm Greg Coyle. Humber News is written and produced by journalism students here at the North Campus. You can catch us online at mediaservices.humber.ca. Have a great day.